Ancient Egypt was a great civilization. It lasted for thousands of years. The ancient Egyptians were very clever people. They invented many things that helped their civilization grow. We call these inventions technology. Let's travel back in time. We can see how the ancient Egyptians used their technology. It shaped their world in amazing ways. The ancient Egyptians were masters of technology. Their inventions touched every part of their lives. From the towering pyramids to their system of writing, they left their mark on the world. Join me now as we uncover the secrets of their incredible achievements. When we think of ancient Egypt, we think of pyramids. These iconic structures have fascinated people for centuries, standing as a testament to the ingenuity and ambition of the ancient Egyptians. These massive structures are tombs for the pharaohs, the god-kings of ancient Egypt. Each pyramid was built to ensure the pharaoh's journey to the afterlife, filled with treasures and items they would need in the next world. Pharaohs were the rulers of ancient Egypt, considered to be both divine and mortal. They wielded immense power and were central figures in both the political and religious life of the nation. The pyramids are still standing today, drawing millions of visitors from around the world. They are a symbol of Egypt's rich history and a marvel of ancient engineering. This is a testament to the Egyptians' skill in architecture and their understanding of mathematics and astronomy. The precision with which these structures were built is truly remarkable. The Egyptians used simple tools to build the pyramids, yet they achieved extraordinary results. They relied on copper chisels, wooden mallets, and an incredible amount of human labor. They used copper chisels and wooden mallets to carve the stones with great precision. Each tool was carefully crafted to ensure it could withstand the hard work required. They cut and shaped huge blocks of stone, some weighing several tons. The process required not only strength, but also a deep understanding of the materials they were working with. They moved these blocks using ramps and rollers, a method that required careful planning and coordination. The construction of a pyramid was a massive undertaking that involved thousands of workers. The precision of their work is astounding. The stones fit together so perfectly that even a knife blade cannot be inserted between them. This level of craftsmanship ensured the stability and longevity of the pyramids. The pyramids are perfectly aligned with the stars, reflecting the Egyptians' advanced knowledge of astronomy. This alignment was not only symbolic, but also served practical purposes in their religious and cultural practices. The Egyptians also built magnificent temples, which served as places of worship and as homes for their gods and goddesses. These structures were just as impressive as the pyramids. These temples were homes for their gods and goddesses, filled with statues and offerings. They were centers of religious activity and played a crucial role in the spiritual life of the Egyptians. Karnak is one famous example. Located in Luxor, it is one of the largest religious complexes in the world and a testament to the architectural prowess of the ancient Egyptians. It is a vast complex of temples, halls, and monuments, each more impressive than the last. The sheer scale of Karnak is overwhelming, and it is filled with countless treasures and artifacts. It is decorated with intricate carvings and towering columns, each telling a story of the gods, pharaohs, and the people who built them. The artistry and craftsmanship on display are truly awe-inspiring. The Nile River was the lifeblood of ancient Egypt. It flooded every year, bringing with it a cycle of renewal and sustenance that was crucial for the survival and prosperity of the civilization. This annual flood deposited rich, fertile soil onto the land, creating an ideal environment for agriculture. The nutrient-rich silt left behind by the receding waters was perfect for growing crops. The Egyptians developed a clever system of irrigation to maximize the benefits of the Nile's floodwaters. They constructed canals and basins to channel and store water, ensuring that their fields remained fertile even during dry periods. This sophisticated irrigation system allowed them to water their crops efficiently, ensuring a steady supply of food throughout the year. The use of tools like the shadoof, a hand-operated device for lifting water, exemplified their ingenuity. The Egyptians grew a variety of crops, which were essential for their diet and economy. Their fields were filled with an array of plants that provided both sustenance and materials for trade. Among the most important crops were wheat, barley, and flax. Wheat and barley were staple grains used to make bread and beer, while flax was used to produce linen, a valuable textile. In addition to grains, they also cultivated fruits and vegetables. Orchards and gardens provided a variety of produce, including figs, grapes, onions, and lettuce, which added diversity to their diet. To farm their land, the Egyptians used a range of tools such as plows and sickles. These tools were essential for preparing the soil, planting seeds, and harvesting crops, making agricultural work more efficient. Their agricultural success was a cornerstone of their civilization, allowing it to thrive and grow. The abundance of food supported a large population and enabled the development of cities, trade, and culture. The Nile provided more than just water for crops. It was a vital resource that supported many aspects of Egyptian life. The river was also a source of food, teeming with fish that were a crucial part of the Egyptian diet. Fishing was a common activity along the Nile's banks. The Egyptians developed various fishing techniques to catch fish from the Nile. They used nets, hooks, and even harpoons to ensure a steady supply of fish. In addition to fish, they caught birds and even hunted crocodiles. The Nile's diverse ecosystem provided a wealth of resources for the Egyptians. The Nile was truly a source of life and prosperity for the ancient Egyptians, shaping their culture, economy, and way of life. Its predictable flooding and abundant resources allowed them to build one of the most remarkable civilizations in history. The ancient Egyptians were pioneers in medicine. They developed a system of medicine based on observation and natural remedies. They used plants and herbs to treat illnesses. They also developed surgical procedures. Egyptian doctors could set broken bones. They could even perform simple surgeries. They used tools like bandages, splints, and scalpels. They recorded their medical knowledge in texts. These texts have helped us to understand their medical practices. The Egyptians understood the importance of hygiene. They bathed regularly. They also developed a system of sewage disposal. These practices helped to prevent the spread of disease. Section 5. Celestial Insights. Astronomy in Ancient Egypt. The ancient Egyptians were, well, fascinated by the stars. Their curiosity about the night sky was not just a casual interest, but a profound aspect of their culture and daily life. They were skilled astronomers who meticulously observed the movements of the sun, moon, and stars. These observations were not merely for scientific curiosity, but had practical applications in their society. They used this celestial knowledge to create a highly accurate calendar, which was based on the cycles of the Nile River. This calendar was crucial for planning agricultural activities and religious festivals. The Egyptians identified many constellations and gave them names based on their rich mythology. These constellations were not just patterns in the sky, but were imbued with stories and deities that played significant roles in their cosmology. Using tools like sundials and water clocks, they could tell time with remarkable precision. These instruments also helped them predict the annual flooding of the Nile, which was essential for their survival and prosperity. This predictive ability was vital for their agricultural cycle, allowing them to prepare for planting and harvesting at the optimal times. The Egyptians believed that the stars held divine influence over their lives. They saw the celestial bodies as gods and goddesses who could guide and protect them. They built their temples and tombs in precise alignment with the stars, believing that this celestial connection would ensure their safe passage into the afterlife. This alignment was not random, but carefully planned to reflect their spiritual beliefs and astronomical knowledge. Priests and astronomers worked together to interpret the movements of the stars and planets, integrating this knowledge into their religious practices. The night sky was a celestial map that guided their rituals and ceremonies. Artifacts and carvings from ancient Egypt often depict star symbols and constellations, highlighting the importance of astronomy in their culture. These symbols were more than decorative. They were integral to their understanding of the universe and their place within it. The legacy of ancient Egyptian astronomy is still evident today in their monuments and artifacts. Their sophisticated understanding of the cosmos continues to fascinate and inspire modern scholars and enthusiasts alike. Section 6. The Power of Words. Hieroglyphics and Papyrus. The ancient Egyptians developed a system of writing called hieroglyphics. Hieroglyphics used pictures to represent words and sounds. They used this system to record their history, beliefs, and daily life. The Egyptians wrote on papyrus, which is a type of paper made from a plant. They rolled the papyrus into scrolls. These scrolls contained a wealth of information and have provided us with invaluable insights into ancient Egyptian culture. Hieroglyphics were used for more than just writing. They were also used for decoration. The Egyptians carved hieroglyphics into the walls of their temples and tombs. They painted them on coffins and pottery. Section 7. Navigating the Nile and beyond. Transportation. The Nile River was the main highway of ancient Egypt. The Egyptians built boats to travel up and down the river. They used these boats to transport goods and people. The Egyptians also invented the chariot, which was a lightweight, two-wheeled vehicle pulled by horses. Chariots were used in warfare and for transportation. The invention of the chariot revolutionized warfare in ancient Egypt. It allowed the Egyptians to move quickly and attack their enemies with speed. The chariot also became a symbol of status and power. Section 8. Artistic expressions, sculptures, paintings, and more. The ancient Egyptians were skilled artists. They created beautiful sculptures, paintings, and jewelry. They used vibrant colors and intricate details in their work. Egyptian artists used a variety of materials including stone, wood, gold, and precious stones. They painted scenes from their daily life on the walls of their tombs, believing that these scenes would follow them into the afterlife. Egyptian art was not just decorative, it also had a religious function. Statues of gods and goddesses were placed in temples and were worshipped by the people. Section 9. Conclusion. The enduring legacy of ancient Egypt. The ancient Egyptians were a truly remarkable civilization. Their technological achievements were ahead of their time. Their inventions and innovations shaped their world, leaving an enduring legacy for future generations. From the pyramids to papyrus, the Egyptians showed great ingenuity. They used their knowledge to create a thriving civilization. Their legacy continues to inspire us today, and we can learn much from their wisdom and creativity.